the Prison City Podcast. When the bars go up, you're officially locked in.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the return of the greatest podcast on planet Earth, the Prison City Podcast. Here, folks, we are back in 2022, and we are stronger and harder than ever. It's been a crazy fucking year, 2021. A lot of stuff we're going to talk about tonight. This is a year in review episode. However, I think we're going to talk about some other things that are going on right now. I want to spend a very brief amount of time talking about that, but I want to focus mainly on the year in review of the Prison City Podcast year one. It's been crazy. And yeah, so here we go. I'm going to announce our first guest tonight. All the way from Wyoming, Matt Freeze is joining the show, folks. I don't think anybody saw this coming, but he is joining the show. But first, let's go to Kelly Cutler. What do you think about everything this past year?
2021 was a great year, but 2022 is going to make it pale in comparison. I just feel like it's going to be the biggest year of our entire lives. Like, we're not going to double down. We're not going to triple down. We are going to infinitesimal double down. And it's going to be fucking amazing. And I just want to say, really important, I really got to take a shit, so I'm looking forward to the end of the podcast so I can go do that.
Mahone, what do you think about that?
I mean, that's a tough act to follow. He used a bunch of big words and then told everyone he had to take a big bowel movement. He used a big word. I tried to use a scientific word. Great to be back. Really excited for everyone here. What are we, 7 days into the month, and if you guys are still holding on to those resolutions, good on you. I mean, that's almost a whole week, so yeah, really exciting stuff. I'm not sure if you guys seen, but one of our guests is like going viral all over the country and the globe right now, so that's pretty cool too. But yeah, pumped to be back.
No, and that with that said, Mahomes, how many guests do you think I'm going to bring on out of nowhere for this show?
Probably more than any of us want.
So let's go to Matt. Matt, how you doing? Matt Cutler. Sorry.
Yeah, Pat, my 2021 sucked. Everything about it sucked. It was a horrible year.
Jesus.
Everything just went wrong in the wrong direction. I'm just going to complain like everyone else does on Facebook. Shit, I had something else to say, but I kind of got off on that shit. But yeah, so Pat, I hope you bring up the Steve-O thing, the Steve-O comedian, because Tilly told us some pretty effed up shit that happened with the whole Steve-O comedian. So I hope you touch base on that tonight, because I'm sure Mahoney and all the rest of us would love to hear some of it, because it's pretty messed up shit.
Yeah, I'm really sorry about what happened last night. I don't remember shit, to tell you the truth. I was really very wasted. So I hope that what he's talking about is very good. Anyways, so we're going to bring on our first special guest, Matthew Freeze. So this is a year in review episode, Freeze. This is we're reviewing not every episode to take forever, but the very first episode talks about Redgate, the Redgate film, and that connects directly with Enigma, because as Mahomes knows, I never fucking keep any grudge locked inside forever, and that failed horror film. Never. So we're going back to this. This is the year in review of 2021, and Matthew Benjamin Freeze is here to talk about Enigma.
Yeah, I like how my name is only and exclusively associated with Enigma. I have nothing else in my life matters.
Hey, welcome, Freeze.
Yeah, hey guys, how you doing?
So, yeah, thanks for coming on, Freeze. You're one of several special guests. We're going to have so many guests on the show, it's going to probably max out the bandwidth here. I'm not going to lie. But
Hey, Pat, who's your first special guest?
Of this entire podcast?
Yeah.
Oh, you are. Oh, you are for tonight.
Weird. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, just keep that in mind, folks.
Why is your fucking internet so shitty?
Let's say, what's the weather like down there in Wyoming? Jesus Christ.
It's balls ass cold.
So sorry, Matt had a story about Steve-O last night. I don't remember last night. So Matt, can you tell me what your story was about Steve-O? Just really quick to get that off the chest here.
Yeah, I think that's hilarious because you were actually there, and I was just getting this from Tilly. But yeah, apparently, well, Kelly was stuck in Vegas. Long story short, and he had these Steve-O tickets. The stand-up comedian Jackass Steve-O in Missoula. So Kelly couldn't go because he was stuck in Vegas. So he gave them to Pat and Tilly. So they drive over there. And I was thinking, like most of us, it's going to be stand-up comedy. But according to Tilly, it was a bunch of stunts that they wouldn't let him do on Jackass, and all this shit that they wouldn't let him like do on TV until he started describing some of it, and it was just fucking disgusting. Oh my god! Then they'd like show a clip, like completely 100% unedited.
So I thought Steve-O sucked. By the way, I thought he was fucking terrible. The reason I say that is because like if your comedy shows you show up a bunch of fucking YouTube videos, that's your entire show. That's not really that entertaining. But I will say to Matt's thing is like when he had a fucking vasectomy and they're cutting his nuts in half, I walked out because I've been through that and it's fucking sucks. It was terrible. It was bad.
So Tilly was saying, they showed the doctor up close cutting a little vasectomy tube or whatever.
It was
then
bad.
After that, Steve-O got on a horse and rode around, on a bumpy horse ride. And they said by the time he was done, his nuts were so fucking big and purple. I was like,
it sucks. People that say that that you don't fucking feel anything or it's fine, bull fucking shit. It sucks. It's terrible. Never do it, Freeze, right?
Nope. That's really my motto in life.
Never do it.
I think Steve-O, he's got to be impervious to pain. Like, why would you fucking do that? And why? And then some other shit, like Tilly said, like he filled like 95 gallons of piss into a swimming pool and just swam around and held his breath underwater. And I get it to an extent, like for the fame and stuff. But after a while, it's like you're kind of fucking yourself up a little bit for life, aren't you?
I mean, that's just how far can you go, right? How many what envelope can you push that's like the most disgusting? That sounds like he's there. I guess I was that's kind of what I would expect one of his shows to be like. I'd have been way more surprised if he's up there doing like a nice tight 30-minute stand-up set. I'd have been very surprised.
Yeah. My point was that it was just like stand up with fucking YouTube videos. It wasn't like anything. I thought he was gonna do something. He hyped it up so bad. Like I thought he was gonna fucking do something on stage, and he did nothing. It was.
I would kind of like expect him to like bring up Ryan Dunn's corpse and start sucking its dick or something.
Jesus Christ Almighty!
Hey man, this is a family show. I don't know what that was, but
I apologize. We'll edit that out later, right?
That's why I say like
check out Steve-O's special though on Netflix or whatever, because he does stand up, and it's mainly storytelling, but I thought his stand up was actually fairly funny, especially because I heard like he was sucked at stand up comedy. But check out his actual special.
Yeah, it wasn't very good. Anyways, sorry. I just saying this in this sense, Kelly, like Das Fruit, the insanity they could do with the Das Fruit live fucking show would destroy Steve-O. Like it would destroy him. Like how funny and shit we could do. Like we would fucking destroy him.
Well, Steve-O's not really known for being funny. I mean, he's a funny guy. Like I like watching him, but he's more known for just doing fucked up shit. That's exactly what he's known for. Yeah.
So I'm going to push this episode along because this is going to be about a fucking 3-hour episode. Sorry, I said 2 hours before this, but Mahomes, I'm sorry. We're looking at probably a 3
it'll
hour.
be 3 hours for you. You're not getting 3 hours out of me. That's motherfucker shit.
You sound like Uncle Scott there. You're not getting 3 hours out of me.
So we're doing a countdown of the top 15 Prison City podcast episodes of this 2021 season. Freeze joined out of nowhere. I literally messaged 27 different people before this episode started, like literally, and Freeze popped in because he has nothing going on in his life.
Nothing at all. It's sad.
Just treat our guests like absolute garbage. That's what keeps them coming back for more.
I know. And
I wiped the lotion off my hand and I jumped right on for you boys.
and unfortunately, he is part of the top 15, so we're gonna roll with that. So tonight, yeah, we're going through the top 15. But as Mahomes described, we're going over this real quick. The film Redgate, which it's interesting. We talk about the top 15. The very first episode we did was based on the horror film Redgate, which me and Kelly put a lot of time and effort into. Basically, me, I've sold my entire life to it. So, anyways, yeah, I'll admit with Freeze, it had the entire. It was based on Enigma. The Enigma lost, and I can't let it go. So that's why Redgate's blown up right now. I wish I would have put that in the Sun. The Sun Times, or whatever the fuck the Sun is in Great Britain, the biggest newspaper in Great Britain, has covered Redgate. It's blown up all over. Oh my god, my phone's blown up all the time without Redgate stories. And the Sun, I just wish I would have put a little bit. Who the fuck is blowing up their phone right now? Is that Kelly?
I'm on mute, pal.
Oh. I wish I would have mentioned Enigma when I did the Redgate story that I handed out to everybody, but and nothing, anything less. I'm fucking wasted right now. What do you have to say?
I like that your inspiration for Redgate was just the failure of Enigma. It kind of reminds me of like you see an artist have some kind of whatever, and they're like, my inspiration, it was sadness and dark, and I just decided I needed to light, and they paint it. I like how yours is just, I made a shitty movie and I couldn't live with it. That's how you made it.
I think that noise threw you off because I think there was a noise of drums or something. You were talking and like. And once you come back to your thought, you're like, I have no idea. I do that all the time on this fucking podcast.
I hate it.
Can you imagine fucking Joe Rogan brings on a famous director and he's asked him questions. He's like, anyway, just go on. I'm fucking wasted.
Enigma and being left in a village in the middle of nowhere, fucking Alaska, is my inspiration behind Redgate. So anyways, it's blown up. We just went to a film festival, the Bloodfest Film Festival in Los Angeles, and we swept the fucking award. So there's a lot of shit going on with it. It's blown up now. And yeah, I just my motivation behind it was that Matt Freese could not come through on his Pizza Hut schedule. That's why I'm so motivated behind it.
That actually made it longer than I thought. I had 10 minutes. I had the under for sure when Pizza would get blamed for this. So wow.
There we go. Yeah, there we go. So we're gonna go tonight, folks. This is gonna be a lot of fucking fun, a ton of fun for me. We're gonna go with the top 15 Prison City podcast episodes of 2021, and we're gonna start out with the honorable mention here. I love this episode. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us, and I don't mean that in death, but maybe he is dead. I don't know. This is one of my favorite episodes right here. It's the J Marsh. He was the co-founder of the Prison City podcast. Got so drunk he passed out during one of our episodes, and I took this photo of him where we were shooting it that night. And yeah, he's unfortunately no longer with us as on this podcast.
Was that the alien episode with Stewie?
I think it was the Stuart Jewell one because he fucking did not he was not into that one at all.
Yeah, that's the one where I was in Mount Vernon, Illinois. I remember because like by the end it was just me and Stewie talking. J Marsh passed out on the ground. Pat disappeared. It's like, what the fuck are we doing here?
And that's what got us going, man. Skyrocketed to fame. That's how you get started.
So I'm going to go to episode 3. This is another honorable mention one here. COVID-19 is a hoax. We got flagged and got banned on YouTube over this one. our third episode in.
Yeah, it's like, so we've been doing this for nobody since episode 3.
Yeah. Only you guys can see this.
Yeah. So that's the honor mention. The other honor to mention is the Mahones. I'll give you some slack tonight, Mahones. I'm here with you. Your drunk episode did not make the final cut. I love that episode. It was great. Unfortunately, you did not like the one. Oh gosh.
Do you have a clip? Do you have a clip
No,
from that
no, we
episode?
don't need one. We don't need one.
Moving on.
So yeah,
All right, on to the next. Yeah, let's get on to the next one here.
Freeze. Mahomes was so fucking drunk on this episode that
No, that's no, whatever you're gonna say, guys.
that's bad. The other ones that didn't make the cut was the J Morris wasted episode didn't make the cut, and then I also really like the Derek Richards comedian one didn't make the cut. I really enjoyed that. Was episode
Damn,
2.
that one didn't make the cut. That was a
I
good
thought that
one.
one was gonna make the cut for sure.
No.
It's like,
So,
what did make the cut?
Are you guys fucking ready to see what the cut is?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, like Steve-O. Let's see the cut.
Here we go. The 15th best.
Jesus.
So again, this is the best episodes based on my own opinion. It's not based on views or anything like that. The 15th best episode of 2021 for the Presidency podcast. Here you go, folks.
I mean, that's
It's a 9-hour episode.
That's not based on views.
No, the Tony Savola episode. Tony Savola, over 2 hours, he talked about theater and stuff with this. The Tony Savola episode is the 15th best episode in my opinion. I enjoyed that. You guys want to talk about that for a second?
Yeah, I would say that was the initial one that, like, for a while there, it had the record for longest runtime, and something tells me I don't know if it's in the top 3 anymore, but that was the first time I was like, oh man, so this is way longer than any podcast I've ever listened to. Like in one episode. So that's when I was like, we might be doing something different here.
That's probably the first time you came up with the reference, or I maybe Pat came up with it. Let's round the horses.
It was 2 hours and 8 minutes. We talked about theater the entire episode.
And
Yeah,
then
and Pat, I hear that Tony's actually still talking right now. He doesn't realize that episode ever ended.
oh shoot.
No, it was a lot of fun, that episode. So let's get down here. All right, Mahomes, can anybody guess what number 14 is? Top of your head. Anybody?
I want to guess, but is Freeze still here? Because he hasn't said a goddamn thing in an hour.
I don't know who the fuck Tony Schiavone even is, so I was like, okay.
I expected it.
Yeah.
I expected it to come
actually-
back to your screen and you were just hanging there from the rafters.
Yeah, just say, hey, Freeze. It's pronounced Tony Schneeble.
Sneezely.
I'm gonna guess number 14 is the Marianne Cameron episode, just because you told me to guess, and that's a guess.
Anybody got anything else?
Mark
14.
Anthony Reigns.
All right, Matt, what do you got?
I'll throw this out there. Probably the first episode I was on. I think I can't remember what the fuck we talked about.
Well, folks, I'm going to say we have a winner on the guest here for the 14th best episode of the Presidency Podcast. We have a winner on the guest here, and there it goes.
Oh man, he's got to be.
It's Marianne Cameron. You were right. Come on. Man, she looks rough.
The Mark
Mother Porter.
He's got to be top 2. That was one of the most interesting people we've ever talked to.
The Mark Anthony Reigns episode from Great Britain, a guy I met on another podcast. He was so fucked up. I did a.
Seems like a recurring theme.
I know. I was on his podcast, and he inconveniently failed to record our entire podcast episode. Says that I had to do the entire thing again on his podcast from Great Britain. So then I was like, okay, do you want to come on the Presidency podcast?
He was such a one thing I remember about that episode is he was such a unique, funny guy, and Mark still might be listening because I know he used to listen all the time. But remember when he had the clown mask and he just stood there and froze for like 20 minutes?
Well, because he didn't know that when he put it on, he like had disconnected his sound. So I think he was like talking with the mask on, but it just was like it didn't come through, and it was like weird, creepy. I still think about that when I'm alone.
When Pat threw that picture up of him, I couldn't tell if it was a picture or if he was on this video chat with us. I was like, hey, say something, God damn it. Just sitting there.
So yeah, I would say though, the Enigma episode. Oh, it's coming, Freeze. It's coming. So I will never
If
fucking
that's
let
in,
it go.
I'll tell you what. If that's in your top 15, then this show is shittier than I
I'm gonna
thought.
say spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, folks.
Well, guess what? It's number one. So fuck you.
That was an epic episode. Watching the movie and talking with the Freeze Bros and the Mahoney Bros, whoever the fuck else.
That
we
was
had on
fun
there.
to do. Yeah.
All right, let's go on to the 13th episode on my list, the 13th best episode of the Prison City podcast in 2021. Here you go, folks. Here it is.
Oh, the OG, the very first.
This is the very first episode, the podcast episode on Redgate. We talked about Redgate and horror movies, and this is the very first episode. I really enjoyed it. A lot of fun there, Mahomes. And how do you feel about how Redgate's going now?
It's crazy. I mean, I sent a text earlier, Freeze, you weren't on the chain because we talked so many nasty things about you. No. But I had a friend of mine in Spokane, like, got it up on his Facebook news feed. And I don't know why it would even show up there, but like, basically it's the story, about Bromley and the alien. And then it goes into Redgate. And I noticed even in there, it had at the bottom of the story, it had a link to that episode where we had Bromley on.
Oh shit! No way.
Yeah.
So I want to add on to. So Donald Bromley has gotten to on TV with the History Channel and shit based on the Prison City podcast. We made
Discovery Channel.
Freeze, like we can launch your career, man. It's just how you going to treat us. You got to grease the wheels a little bit.
No. He was in Enigma. We can't launch shit for him.
Yeah. Hey, Mark and Matt. Do you know how I did the special blood effects for Enigma?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that for Redgate
Yeah, that was
too.
good
So yeah, I hope to get a name and a credit too when it's all said and done.
I like how, I like how it's fucking hilarious. Just like Enigma, I was like, no, I wasn't in that film at all. Now it's like, oh yeah, I was the main guy.
Yeah. Now I'll be blaming, or I'll be talking about how, hey, look at the credits. I'm the lighting technician.
I know. Matt, Freeze is like, Pat Cutler, I am the inspiration behind everything he's done.
That's gonna make it big, and I'm gonna be telling all of my loser friends around here. It's like, hey, that guy, it was me, really.
Freeze, we actually gave you a credit. You're assistant shit pusher.
Assistant to the shit pusher. All right. Yeah.
All right, you guys ready for we're on to number 12 here, the 12th best episode of the Prison City podcast from 2021. And here we go, folks. Can you guess this one?
Oh yeah, remember that one?
This is the because this is a hard one to guess. This is the COVID cult versus the QAnon cult episode. Remember that one?
I was gonna say, I'm sure it has some sort of do like with a conspiracy and COVID. I don't know. That's like, how many episodes do we got? You mentioned COVID in 99.9% of them, so it's hard to guess.
And Enigma.
This is the one we talk about the pyramids. Remember? Let's go back to General Pete's. That's where the real shit is.
Jesus Christ. General Pete's ad. The General Pete's.
Totally forgot about that.
I thought that was a good idea. I'm sorry. It didn't work out.
Hey,
It's a
Pat,
really good commercial.
just for fun, give us a quick old white men.
Oh,
That guy up in Alaska. Old white man. He just shows us that for no fucking reason.
Dead white man.
They're dead white men.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Well, fuck me. I guess we're rounding the horses.
yeah.
I'm to round them up.
The fuck is?
Shit.
Oh, sorry. Dead white man is not fucking pulling up here.
I was trying to find it.
Oh,
If you can find it, you got to share that with Freeze. He'd appreciate that weird ass video.
It's very
Yeah,
ridiculous.
I'm kind of curious what it is.
It is a Pat Cutler original, is what it is.
That was the one where we were like talking about the metaverse. Then Pat's like, "Okay, and here's one more thing." And he played that video. Like, what the fuck's that? Oh, it's not my film 12 years ago.
You want to see it, Freeze?
Yeah.
Yeah. First tasted free, Freezer. Got to pay for the rest.
All right. We're gonna do the Dead White Man one last time here. You ready, Freeze? So I was in a conference in Anchorage, and she was super liberal or whatever, and she just blamed the history on dead white men. So I made a video about it. Here we go. Taking my headphones off.
Because they realized all of our artists on our curriculum are dead white men. And we want to represent Alaskan artists. One of the things that we try and do is develop curriculum in a responsive manner. So people come to us and say, we are looking for something about the gold rush, or we're looking for dead white men, have an experience that our students can connect to. So our dead white men, land acknowledgement, or we're looking for something that really engages in thinking about how to avoid our dead white men.
Sorry, we stopped that.
You like that, Freeze?
You should make that the intro song, like the background intro song to the podcast from now on. Just like Dead White Man, and then all of a sudden you guys come on, welcome to the podcast.
Oh God, where are we at? Mahomes 12.
That was 12, so we'd be on number 11. Lucky number 11.
Lucky number 11. Here we go. The 11th best episode. I think this is going to actually surprise Mahomes because I think he knows how I hold grudges and shit. And this is the 11th best episode, in my opinion.
Oh, the boycott?
The boycott Pat Cutler episode.
I mean, that was one of your sterling moments, I think. That's
Hey.
You started, not only did you lean into it, I mean, I got a shirt. I hope everyone else has a shirt.
Yeah, you see him pop up all over the place.
I
Hey,
I had a boycott Pat Keller shirt before it was popular.
I know. No shit. No shit. Freeze is right. He's right on that. So
What were you going to say, Matthew?
I was just gonna say, do you have an air date, like when these episodes actually happen?
the boycott Pat Cutler was May 21st, 2021.
That's gotta be pretty early. Was that like 6 or 7? That's pretty early episode.
Yeah, it was shoot, I can pull it up here right now if you want to know it.
Well, was that the first one after J Marsh, or was that a couple?
No, here's what happened. So Freeze, J Marsh, if I'm being totally honest with you guys, J Marsh is honestly the co-founder of this podcast. It was kind of our idea to do it. And I sent a Snapchat. It was a fucking joke. It wasn't that big of a deal. And he boycotted his own podcast for Freeze to show up for us that week. And it was Dating Advice Men, May 13th. And he had Drunk Stories in Theater, May 20th. And then May 28th was the boycott Pat Cutler episode.
Wow, that imploded quickly.
Yeah.
It happened fast, hey.
It did. But I love my shirt. It's a great shirt. It's really nice to sleep in. I'm thrilled that you have it. I hope someday maybe to get one in kid sizes and spread them out all over the country for the little kids too.
So
get your kids like a onesie that says, boycott that color. It's the first thing they wear.
So I don't think I was a part of that episode.
No, you weren't on till a little bit later, but once J Marsh left, we needed to fill that gap, and you eventually filled it.
So was that just the three of you then? You, Mahomes, and Kelly?
Yeah, it was me, Mahomes, and Kelly. I think one episode it was just like me, Mahomes. I want to say honestly.
I think I've only missed one episode. I think the Marianne episode's the only one I've missed.
Oh, okay, so me, Mahomes, and Marianne then. No. She was before the boycott because she was.
I was gonna say because J Marsh was on that one.
I'll say she actually is part of the boy. Okay, I'm done with talking about that.
Down the rabbit hole we go.
And the rabbit hole we go.
Oh boy.
Dead white man.
So we're gonna go to the number 10th favorite episode for me personally. There you go.
Wow.
The dawn.
I am shocked that is not higher given the current circumstances.
The dawn. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that's the one that sparked Don Bromley's fucking career.
We had someone make their career off with the fucking Prison City podcast, Don Bromley.
Yeah.
Alien.
Freeze, here's a hint. It's not one of us.
The Don Bromley Alien episode fucking launched his fucking career. Like he's on podcast 24/7 now. He got a gig. He got a fucking gig with like fucking the History Channel off of that podcast. Like the person from the History Channel contacted me and asked about Don Bromley.
And now your next documentary you make is now going to be about the residual anger you have for him because you didn't get the credit. Now, isn't
I know, right? All right. No, that
Good one though.
It probably should be higher, but yeah, he was on there. Don was crazy cool on our podcast. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, Kelly's like, yeah, Don Bromley got all the credit as his cardboard box blows over.
Hey, and not that it matters, but he that was the Discovery Channel, the channel that contacted us after that podcast.
Yeah.
You know what? I like the History Channel better, so I'm going to say it was the History Channel to all my friends.
Well, he was on the History Channel. He was on both of them, but I'm just saying that Discovery was the one that listened to our podcast, I guess.
No, I agree. I'm just saying that he's in a fucking mansion and we're still doing this shitty ass podcast.
Dude, I'm so broke. I'm drinking Boone's Farm for the first time since junior high.
Junior high, nice.
Kelly keeps talking about the Discovery Channel. I feel like Kelly's like he's like so broke he's trying to get like his subscription to Discovery Plus paid for by mentioning them on the podcast.
Hey, I tried to message Don Bromley. He defriended me on Facebook.
Hey,
he can't talk to you. He's in his wine cellar right now.
hey, guys! Just know that the Prison Study podcast only exists because of fucking Enigma and Matt Freeze's Pizza Hut schedule.
Thanks, Matt.
Hey, Freeze! They just bulldozed the building, by the way. To make you happy.
I heard about that. So yeah, I'm sure Patrick went over there and pissed on the ruins when he was done. Huh?
Yeah, Freeze. I was surprised to see you on the podcast because I was hoping you were in the building when they bulldozed it.
You almost got here away from Enigma.
It's sorry, go ahead, Mount.
I was just gonna say, you got to have so many like dear memories. Your first and last kiss all happened in that Pizza Hut.
I think it was great. Things happen badly. I don't hold a grudge at all. It's just the fact that I came back during 2020 and Prison Pizza fucking destroyed Pizza Hut and shut it down. No bad ill will at all.
No. I think my favorite part about that is that Prison Pizza shuts down Pizza Hut, and then the Cutlers are like, "Fuck it, we're out," and they sell the business.
Hey,
that's what it looks like.
Yeah,
you got to sell while it's
the
high.
True story,
sell high.
Yeah.
The true story is Pat was a delivery driver for Prison Pizza. He had to take a pizza to First Security Bank or Pioneer Federal, and he's like, "Hey, you know what you guys should do? Buy Pizza Hut and bulldoze into the ground." And they listened to him.
No, I'm not gonna lie. It's like this has nothing to do with it at all. It really doesn't. But it's just weird that I came back during COVID, shut down fucking Pizza Hut, and then we went off and made a fucking horror film. It has nothing to do with Enigma.
Yeah, well,
that is super weird.
Well, when I saw I talked to the new owners of Pizza Hut and or the new owners of the building, and I said, "Well, why did they demolish the Pizza Hut?" They said, "Well, we had this employee, basically 2 words, Matt Freeze."
All right, guys. Welcome to the podcast tonight. Jace Feldy, who's been on several times. Jace. So, Freeze, you missed me and Jace had the who's going to get laid first competition before Thanksgiving. Literally, I put an ad on Instagram promoting sex for me and Jace Feldy. I wanted to come. It's bad. This is that's bad. This is a Prince City podcast, though. There's nothing that doesn't go.
Yeah, you know, the funny thing is that I totally believe that too. Like I'm not questioning it.
It's bad. I targeted girls at a certain age range in Duro to have sex with me on an ad for this fucking podcast.
That just sounds bad. That just sounds bad.
I mean, it sounds
Yeah,
way
yeah,
worse
yeah.
like that.
Yeah, when you use the word targeting, then it's so much worse.
I like how Pat's like, yeah, me and Feldy put together this thing. Feldy's like, I didn't even fucking know what was going on. Pat told me about it.
I didn't think it was real until I got a text message asking me about it.
Oh, there he is. What's up, Feldy?
Hey, can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, I got you.
You're good. You're
Hey,
good.
if I know Feldy, all it takes is a text message, then he knows it's real.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, 3 of them from 3 different people.
Well, Feldy, I got laid off that thing. Did you?
No, I definitely did not.
Oh,
It
shit.
had the reverse effect for me.
So tell me, Feldy actually got messages on his Facebook and stuff because I ran like $500 in ads to promote us getting laid. So,
Well, it worked out for you though.
yeah, what were some of the messages you got?
Oh, just asked me if I knew what was going on, and then some of them were like, "Are you serious? Is this a real thing?" I was like, "Well, I guess so."
Did you have to
And some
explain
were
to?
just,
Did you tell
Oh,
them
yeah.
that it was a real thing?
yeah, and I asked a couple if they would help me out. And they didn't.
I mean, it wasn't a real thing to me until I made it fucking happen. But you know, I won the competition. It's fine. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. Did you get the 10,000 or no?
Oh, it's coming in my bank account every single fucking
Oh,
day.
good.
Well, Pat, you might have won, but Feldy almost won because a couple weeks ago he was like, "Hey man, my truck's stuck in the woods," so I went up to help him. And he gets out. And he's like, "I need you to have sex with me right now."
He was doing the whipped cream bikini from Varsity Blues.
Yeah, up in the mountains.
Hey, Kelly, you're
6
such
feet
a
of snow.
good friend for ensuring he won that bet. You're such a good friend.
Oh yeah, I plowed his fields, man.
All right. So we're doing the countdown here, Feldy. We're going to continue on. This is a crazy ass episode. So we're getting into the top 10 best Prison City podcast of 2021. And that's why I invited you and Matt Freeze on this episode. Otherwise, I would not fucking talk to you guys.
Your ratings are down. You need some help.
I know. So
Hey, we didn't ask for your bad attitude.
I can just leave.
so my
Hey,
whole
Pat's like, "Okay, now next for number 9. It's actually this episode because Feldy's on it." Feldy always ranks so high.
His rating.
we're going down to number 9 here tonight, folks. And number 9, Mahomes is gonna love the first moon landing
Oh, nice.
conspiracy. The moon landing, maybe the first one with Mike Freeze. I'm Matt's brother here. The first moon landing conspiracy episode. What do you think about that one, Mahomes? You're on there.
Oh yeah, no, that's great. It's awesome.
So, hey, which one was this? Was this the one at the theater, or this is the?
No, we did. We
the
did.
theater was a follow-up moon
Which
landing.
one of the
right?
6 was this?
we had 27 moon landing ones.
I like
This
how
is like fake.
I like
This
how
is
Pat's
basically
only
a
intro to
COVID and
each-
moon landing.
Yeah.
Pat's only intro to each category is like, "Well, Mahomes is gonna love this one." Every time.
Like, what would be his bottom 15? Let me run that for this episode.
Hey, when I found out that Mahomes hates the moon landing conspiracies, I just went all in on it.
It's basically the moon landing conspiracy podcast that also happens to be based out of Deer Lodge.
So, what did you think of that episode, Mahoney?
I was, without question, the most annoyed I've ever been during this entire show run. And it was for a number of reasons. One, I'm just so sick of talking about that fucking shit. But two, I was also like, I was traveling and I was in my in-laws' basement. And then, so I'm sitting there and I had a bunch of other stuff going on. I'm trying to be like good sport and get into it. And then Pat just hits me with the curveball of moon landing. And I was just like, motherfucker, why do I go out of my way for this shit?
Oh,
Is that the one you got up and left, Mahoney, and just like started walking around and left your screen?
No, I think I turned my screen off actually, because I was like in the middle of work too. Like I had a bunch of stuff to do.
Yeah.
So once that started going, I was like, no, I'll be here, but I'm not gonna. You don't need to see my face for this.
I was gonna say that was like one of my first podcasts, and I was like, oh, okay, so it's kind of just comedy. Do whatever, you know?
Hey,
like
that's
normal?
all the thing is, man. Do whatever the fuck you want.
So yeah, how do you feel about that, Matt Freeze? Your brother is on the least popular episodes of Mahoney's life.
I feel like Mahoney and I are on the same page on this. I feel like if I was on that one, the entire time I'd be like, "What the fuck are we doing?" I feel like that would be my reaction.
I love talking to Mike. I honestly love talking to him because I know he did not fucking sabotage my film called Enigma. God, great to have you guys on here. I had no idea I would mess you guys at the last fucking second you'd actually be on here, but clearly that Freeze has absolutely nothing going on in his life right now.
I believe we've been over this. Yeah, moving on.
Or Philly. So let's go to number 8, the number 8 best episode of Prison City Podcast. On my opinion, because this is my opinion. Here we go.
Oh,
The Voodoo Love Cells.
You didn't call me for that one?
No, Philly. So Freeze.
Yeah.
Things got a little bit crazy for me in 2021. I casted 27 different voodoo love spells on a girl because she rejected me, and I think that's what most normal adults do, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's right out of the playbook, I think.
I can't wait until Pat gets someone that's like actually famous on, like fucking Conan O'Brien or something. Yeah, voodoo love spells. So I cast these spells on this chick that rejected me. What do you think of that?
and no, by the way, I'm not joking.
Here's the podcast. Have a listen.
I just like the boycott Pat Cullen movement. It's like, I am not a fucking psychopath at all.
Matt, what's the last time you checked that freezer in the box office where Pat is for heads?
It's been a while. It's actually been a while. So ever since he got back on the booze, I don't know what to expect anymore.
So there was Freeze, an actual episode of Love Spells. I casted on a specific girl. I don't know what I want to say about that right now. It's just
that was a good
I
episode.
feel like it's a time to get it out in the open. You just want to just.
It was honestly like, it was super interesting and like kind of creepy at the same time. All the research and stuff he'd done into it. It was like, it's kind of fascinating to know that there's people out there like doing this shit. You can just like go online, pay someone $20. You wish, put a voodoo spell on them for die in a car wreck or some fucked up shit.
Yeah, those were the weirdest ones.
It was a bizarre episode. I will say this about that episode. In Haiti, because the way things were at the voodoo and the Catholic Church, people do not tell the difference between the Catholic Church and voodoo spells. So it's like it is interesting as fuck. It's just I would recommend nobody ever fucking doing it in their life, to tell you the truth. I regret it. I regret, honestly, Freeze, spending my entire fucking life being pissed off about Enigma. I really regret it.
Is that your way to apologize?
I feel like maybe Enigma is starting to compete with the Moon Conspiracy and COVID. Like you're up the list on comments by Pat.
Sorry,
this is a good healthy episode. Pat's getting a lot of stuff off his chest.
I'm sorry.
Beautiful.
Let's just say, hey, was that Love Potion episode or whatever? Was that the one where we just kind of ran out of things to say there at the end and it was kind of awkward? If anyone remembers, or was that another one?
Isn't that every episode?
I was saying there's a lot of episodes.
Chase, you God damn it, Chase.
Fuck yeah.
That was a good one. That was a good one, Jace. That was quick. You were right to it. You didn't hesitate. Good burn.
Jace, how many episodes have you been on so far?
I think this is 4, maybe 5.
And how many has Matt been on? Yeah, shut up.
Matt Freeze or me?
Freeze.
Oh, nice.
Freeze.
Yeah.
This is how Joe Rogan treats all of his fucking guests. Hey, I know you got absolutely nothing going on, so fucking thanks for being here.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
What,
Was that 7 or 8? That was 8?
Jesus Christ, you want to get off this episode that fast? My God.
I mean, we're kind of spinning our wheels there. So
Yeah.
I didn't want to get into a full fictional episode of Joe Rogan and his fictional guests, but we can if you
want. Hey, I admit it. It was a bad idea. I'm sorry.
Okay, next.
So if you could say air dates too, like when they happen, I think some of us would have a better understanding of like, what time
That's terrible, dude. We'll do air dates. I'm gonna let it die here though. There's a point where I was fucking obsessing about having kids with her and getting married in my head. It got that out of control.
Was it reverse voodoo on you?
It was reverse voodoo on me. All
Matt,
because,
Can I ask, was it Jen or who are we? I don't know who we're talking about.
You don't get the fucking ass because you're you're a goddamn Pizza Hut schedule. Fuck my entire life up.
Imagine how different your life would be if he'd have just worked at Spanky's. The movie would have got off. We'd have never had to do voodoo. No,
actually, Freeze. I got who it is right here written down. I don't know how to pronounce this, but it's like Kathy Isaacson. That's who Pat was trying to have kids with.
There we go. Back to
that. There we go, folks.
That's at home. That's Freeze's mom.
All right, let's move down. Sorry, let's move down the list here. Let's keep going. Let's fucking Freeze showing up tonight. Man, doing a full slate. It's way more than you did for Enigma. Sorry, I'm done. I'm done.
No, he's not.
not a chance.
Not even close.
Not a chance.
All right, Freeze. So I did an episode online escorts and gift card scam.
Oh, I remember that one. I was on that one.
I missed the online escort.
So I sequestered a prostitute online, and again, just for this podcast.
Did you say you got sequestered?
No, I sequestered her.
Isn't it solicited? You're using the wrong word.
Solicited.
Yes. I like
so someone's been there before.
I can send you my legal notes if you need.
So I contacted a prostitute online that offered me sex for eBay gift cards, and the entire episode was based on that.
How much were the gift cards worth again?
$500.
I mean, that's a pretty good rate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah, it is. I'll do it for 500. You interested?
Yeah. Mahomes, what would you say if I would tell you like 5 years ago, you're on here talking about me sequestering a prostitute for $500 in eBay gift cards?
Well, I don't know, because I mean, I don't think I'd be that surprised, just for research sake. That's the only reason you did it.
That's what he says.
But I guess, given where you were 5 years ago, yeah, I can imagine you might have had a hard time getting away with that.
You get left in the Alaskan village by yourself, and let me know how you react to it.
And actually, a fun thing that is getting left by yourself is the definition of being sequestered. While we're going.
And there it is, full circle. Well done, Holmes.
And you got Matt Freeze. No, it's solicited. Didn't you read the fine print on the website? Or so they tell me.
And he's got a prostitute behind him. He's like, it's solicited, isn't it, baby?
I can't.
He made sure to hit mute when Pat said how much it was. No, don't worry about it.
I can't. For Mahoney's sake, I cannot wait till Mike Freeze tunes in like 5 minutes before we're done, and it lasts another 5 hours. All right.
Yeah. I think he's ready for that. No comment.
I wanted to ask one thing, Pat, on that episode. That came after the I got fucked over on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Same thing happened to me, but it was on Facebook. I'm sure I told the story on the episode, so I don't need to tell it here, but I had to have Pat come over and be like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh,
I
yeah.
called Facebook for help, and then it's a long process, man, but they got me to go to the dollar store and buy like fucking Amazon gift cards, and it didn't hit me until I was in line at the dollar store. Then I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Yeah, it was a weird deal, man.
Are you guys ready for the last one, number 6? Before we go into the top 5, you guys ready for it?
Oh yeah,
Let's do it.
Oh yeah, anticipation's killing me.
Yeah, fuck you, Phildy.
You know what? My constipation's killing me.
Hey,
There
Mark,
you go.
I'm going to sequester a turd into the toilet after this.
Jesus Christ.
I love when we have Joe Rogan on here, and Pat's like, "Yeah, fuck you, Joe Rogan."
There you go, number 6.
Oh my God.
Oh,
The Sandy Hook episode.
Oh, nice! I love that one.
I built a great conspiracy on Sandy Hook. Very good.
Was Mahoney on that one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Mahoney's only missed like one episode.
Yeah, I think 1 or 2. I can't remember. I haven't missed many.
What do you think about that, Freeze? The Sandy Hook conspiracy.
I don't even know how to comment on that one.
Well,
That's-
say
that's
something,
the right
God damn it!
comment.
You're on national television.
The Sandy Hook conspiracy.
Freeze's fucking boss is just watching right now. Say it, motherfucker.
Hey, he walked in with a glass of wine. Matthew.
Hey, Mahomes, how excited are you for my top 5?
I'm honestly like kind of. I would have guessed like the voodoo one and the hooker one was going to be up there. So I don't know where you're going.
Oh, my top 5 is fucking legit.
Hey, Pat, this is out of how many episodes? 41?
We're on 42.
No. Oh, so this top 15's out of 41 episodes though from last year?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you, there's a reason that Matt fucking Benjamin Freeze is on this podcast. It's not because he was in the fucking outer limbs of the honorable mention ones. You fuck my movie up. I'll never let it go.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I don't even know why I logged on for the honorable mention episodes. I mean, does Jagger show up for the sound check? I mean, I don't know why.
All right, I gotta take a piss. I'll be back.
Oh, what the
Hang on. Sorry.
fuck?
The cliffhanger, I love it.
No, I'll be back. All
Take
right.
an intermission.
Hey, Freeze, I think you're on
Yeah.
this podcast because we have videotape of my bachelor party where you and Jace did that thing at like 10:30 at night.
What did we do?
We got a
Oh, was that
video.
after I got? Was that after I
What do
took
you mean,
that
what
shot
did
and
we
got
do,
wasted?
Jace? What do you mean, what did we do? You don't remember?
I got
You
drunk.
don't remember
remember?
how deep your throat is? Like, how do you forget something like that?
Oh, it was a little sore. I had that shot, so I don't really remember a whole lot from that night.
I think my favorite comment of the night so far is Mahoney's. No, I don't really want to talk about a fictional Joe Rogan podcast with a fictional celebrity on it.
That was pretty good.
Pat's like, oh, you don't want to move on? You don't want to talk about that?
Hey, I want to know what happened with the Enigma movie.
Oh,
my
Matt,
God.
dude.
oh, Jace, we don't
do
have
not
time.
ask that when Pat gets back on.
Okay, well, hurry up and tell
Oh,
me.
sweetie, we
I
don't
need to
have
know.
Go back and watch. Like, seriously, if you want to know, man, there's like 3 episodes dedicated to that question.
Watch
That
the
is
first
funny.
one that Freeze is on, and it's basically it tells the entire
Yeah.
story.
That must be the #1 episode to him. Then.
I think
Yeah, it
I
might
bet
be.
Oh, we already did that one, didn't we? We already
you
counted
did?
it off, didn't we?
No, we talked about it here, but he didn't actually rank that in there. So
You
My
didn't say
guess-
that was an honorable
Fuck,
mention?
seriously?
my guess is the #1 one is when we actually watched Enigma through while we did it.
So is Pat actually have a top 15, or is he just kind of looking like just guessing?
Well, no, because
randomly?
if you look when he pulls up the pictures, they're titled like 13, 12. So he's not making it up.
So okay.
There you
Uh-oh.
go, guys.
Stop talking shit. He's back.
Here we go, folks. Are you guys fucking ready for this shit or not?
Yeah,
Top
Feldy was
five.
talking.
I gave
Feldy
my
was
guess to
talking
#1.
mad shit.
the whole time.
We're going my top 10. Fuck you, Feldy. My top 10.
So, if you're in top
President-
10, what?
President City. Oh, sorry. God damn.
Top 5.
5 to
Top
5.
5. There you go.
Top 5 President City podcast episodes of all time. #1 here. Matt, you're gonna love this one.
#1 or top 5? I'm confused.
Number
Number
5.
5.
Oh,
that's a good one.
The creep show controversy.
Yep.
That was a good one.
This was the second one. They fucking boycotted the fucking creep show because at the fucking funeral home. Shit was fucking crazy. I thought we had a shitload of fun on that episode. Are you watching a game or something, man? Or what are you doing? Raising your
Oh,
arms?
yeah. Sorry, I was.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just gonna stretch it.
But anyways, anyone else wants to weigh in on that? I love that. I love that fucking episode. It was fucking fun as shit.
Yeah,
I
I
think
would. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that was our most one of our most ad-libbed episodes because basically all of them are. But that topic came up, I think, the day of the Prison City podcast, and Pat was had some plans to talk about stuff, and then he's like, "Fuck it, let's talk about that." So we definitely, it was a very ripe subject to talk about.
I liked it because it was like happening in real time, like reading through the comments as it was going. So it was like we were an actual legitimate news show commenting on live action news.
So just to update everybody, this was the second one. This is the one where we actually revealed the fucking voicemail where she said we were gonna go to fucking hell for doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a voicemail stuff too. It was the comments, everything else.
I'd say a lot of the material in that wrote itself. I think that was a very easy podcast just because you had a shit ton of material to go off of.
Did that one guy ever comment back? Or did he kind of drop it?
What guy is that?
The first initial dude that had a problem with it, and Pat was replying to him. I can't even remember what he was saying.
It was this was a chick, a lady that started the.
I'm talking about the guy on Facebook. He was commenting on Facebook on one of the ads.
That was Das Fruit.
Oh, that was Das Fruit.
Yeah, that was the Missoula show for Das Fruit.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
But same concept.
Yeah.
It was that was Al Cutler's burner account.
I'll color burner.
You fuckers are going to hell.
All right, let's go down here. The next one, Mahomes, you're gonna love this. The top.
There it is again.
No, here we go. The fourth best, in my opinion. I love this episode. I think I think it could go way higher, but this is the fourth best episode of the Prison City podcast from 2021.
I wasn't on any of these ones, unfortunately.
Which one is this? Is this the theater one or is this a different one?
This is a theater one.
Oh,
So
that was a fun one.
We shot an entire. So Matt, with your brother, we shot an entire fucking episode on the moon landing conspiracy at our fucking theater. It was fucking really good. It was a great episode, if you ask me.
Yeah, he freaking loved it. He talked to me a lot about that, about doing the podcast after. Just like this, that was so cool to do. So
no, it was beyond fun. It was the best video podcast we've had for 2021. It was really fucking good, really good.
Don't quote me on it, but isn't that one the longest one we did too? Because I remember being down there for like easily over 3 hours.
Those stats come out after the top 5 get released.
Okay.
I'm sorry, sir.
No, Jace told me to ask. I didn't want to ask. Jace told me to ask.
By the way, Mike Freeze is invited on to tonight's show. I did the last second though, so if he doesn't show up, it's my bad. So yeah. By the way, we do have a Mike Freeze pyramids conspiracy episode coming up whenever he has time, so but yeah, I would say the video production of that one episode was the best for any episode we've ever done. I know, Mahomes, you don't necessarily agree what we said on that episode. I'm really sorry about that. Maybe
what's funny is I haven't tuned into that one, believe it or not, and I never fucking will ever.
You say that,
but I'm sure you guys, it was probably a pretty fair and balanced thing. Especially you guys, anytime you guys talk conspiracies, you definitely look at both sides of the coin a lot. So I'm sure that's what that was.
No, you know what, Mahomes, I totally agree with you. It's also great that if you were living in Nazi Germany, you would have fucking outed Helen Keller and her fucking mindset down.
Yep, that's definitely a pretty apt comparison to from moon landing to Nazi Germany. I'm glad that we were able to get there. Thank you.
Between the two.
Helen Keller.
Just such a logical link between those two, to tie them together.
I like that. The Helen Keller part is actually.
No, I'm sorry. I'm done with this bullshit. I'm going on the next one.
It's your list.
All right, number three, and this is the entire reason that this fucking jackass is on the show tonight. The live screening of Enigma.
Third favorite. There she is.
I fucking love it.
So
that was my guess for number one.
What episode is that?
I don't know. Look it up, you fucking faggot.
There it is. I thought we didn't have to cut anything from tonight's show, but now you're gonna have to cut out that fucking thing.
Yeah.
So Freeze, you are three. You are three, man. I thought it was a fun ass fucking episode.
Feels good to be there. Yeah, that was fun. I mean, it's kind of just different than just talking. I mean, obviously watching at the same time and shit like that. And I love that the screenshot you gave there, Pat, was the car, the worst scene.
I know.
We shot the whole movie, just laughing the entire time.
Again,
with the flashlight.
Back to fictional Joe Rogan. One of his guests asked him a question. I don't know, you fucking faggot.
Now you got to cut it twice.
Always the same one.
No, I was quoting someone. I was not saying that.
Oh yeah. You need to have your what is that? The fuck they call that? Cite in your book. You're a teacher, right? Freeze. What I should. Yeah, there you go. Something like that.
I wish you guys were as woke as me.
Me too, man. I'll say that was that was probably my favorite episode, just because it was so unique and it had been so long since I'd seen the movie, and it was just fun to kind of talk through the process. So that was my guess for number one, and that probably is my favorite one. Just I thought that was a ton of fun. Really super unique way to do a podcast. I got to imagine we're the only ones that have done anything like that.
It's real cool. The episode that details you and Matt Freeze completely fucking my entire life up. Great episode.
I know, and I'm just happy that it took you this long into the episode to blame me and or my father for it.
Hey, so Pat, are you Pat, you ever thinking about bringing back another film that we could do for a podcast? You know, we have plenty out there. So,
Redgate.
Comment. Yeah, Redgate. Jesus Christ, what the fuck are you eating?
Hey, I got Chili's over here. He's been watching the whole podcast. I told him to take a drink every time Pat blames someone for Redgate until he's dead now.
They're pumping his stomach in Kelly's kitchen.
Enigma.
Right here on the floor.
Enigma. All right. All right, here we go. We're down to the number 2 top episode of 21. I love this episode so much. This probably is very difficult for me to not put number 1. So I fucking love this episode so fucking bad. I loved it. But here we go, folks.
Oh.
I love that fucking episode.
That's an old one.
That is. Was that was his last show, wasn't it?
Yeah. No, he had one other one after that.
Yeah. The only thing I remember about that episode is don't jizz where you eat. Is that the quote?
That's right. Yes.
Don't jizz where you eat.
Yeah. Dating Advice for Men was my second best episode of 2021. I loved it. It was so fucking funny. It was such a fucking funny episode. And J Mars, God bless him. I know he's not with us anymore. That sounds bad. He's dead.
Looking down from heaven on us.
He's dead from this fucking podcast.
Pat's like, you know why I didn't like him? He was better than me.
Better than me.
Yeah, so he's gone.
So what the hell? That was number 2. Like, what the hell did you guys? What was that so epic? And whoever was in their opinion,
it was Pat and J Marsh going. They went off for a long time with a bunch of like really funny stories and like anecdotes. It was funny. It was raunchy, if you will, but yeah, it was pretty funny.
Yeah, no, it was funny as fuck.
I think I was on the road for that one as well. I can't remember where I was, but I think I was on the road. So I remember sitting in a bathroom listening to all this stupid shit we were talking about. Hey, Jace.
All right,
all right, Jace. Jace, what do you think number 1 is? Let's go around the horn and take your guess.
Yeah.
My guess was the Enigma one, so I'm wrong.
Was that your honestly out guess?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Honestly, when you brought Freeze on this late, I thought you were either going to make fun of him, which you did, and then say that was the shittiest episode we did, or that was the best episode we did.
Make fun of what you did.
It was going to be the extremes either way. Yeah, that's good prediction.
Let's go around. I agree with Bones. Let's go around. What's number 1, guys?
I'm going to say Donald Bromley, just because of everything that this Prison City podcast sparked about, what he's doing and what Redgate's doing now. So I'm going to say Donald Bromley.
But that's already been on the show.
So I'm going to say Donald Bromley. Okay, I'm done.
Matt?
Well, judging by stats, I'd have to say one in particular, but we're going off Pat's favorites. So I'm going to go ahead and say the Steelers jersey one.
Oh God,
that was one of my favorites, honestly.
That led us down a bad track. I'm sorry about that one.
Oh, that was, yeah. I remember.
Well, Mahomes, what do you think? Is that
Well,
you?
Guess Enigma.
I thought it was Enigma, so now I don't really know where you're going to go. Like all the ones I would have guessed, you've already done. So, man, I'll guess Marianne again.
All right. Joe, what's your final guess?
Well, my second was one of the. We did so many with Mike Freeze, so I can't remember exactly what they're all about, but I'm guessing another Mike Freeze one.
All right.
Mine is the pillow guy. Was that one? It was the symposium guy.
That was the highest ranked, I think. Up to a couple
So
weeks
what
ago.
you're saying, Mike Lindell?
Yeah, the Mike Lindell one.
All right, Freeze. What do you have to say?
Well, I'm gonna bitch out and say one that I know isn't right because you already used it, but it was the Mike Freeze one, just because of the being kind of live, everybody live, and having the camera going with it. And so I actually thought that was going to be your one. This is like 20 minutes ago I thought that. So obviously I know that's not now because it was number 3 or 4. But yeah, that would have been my guess.
What's your honest guess?
I don't fucking know.
That is my guess, asshole.
Good guess.
No.
Good guess.
Wait. All right, here's my real. My guess is the one where Patrick makes fun of vaccines and COVID moon landings. That one. That singular one.
That was a good one. That
Okay.
was a great one. No, I
was a
had
good
fun
one.
during that one.
So, folks, I am about to reveal my number one episode of 2021.
Here we go. Drum roll.
I worked out really hard for this, and it's not a huge surprise at all. And there you go, folks. Here it is.
Oh,
Hey!
Winner, chicken dinner.
Very good, Jay.
Jay Shelby wins. Mike Lindell's Cyber Symposium. So, Freeze, here's the deal. We did an episode on Mike Lindell's Cyber Symposium that revealed that the election was rigged completely. We did an entire episode on it, and it exploded. It was our most viewed episode of 2021, and it was crazy. So that's my number one episode. And Jace Feldy's sex life was the end of that episode, by the way.
Okay. I forgot
So-
to tied together.
Also the shortest episode.
How do you feel about that, Jace? Your sex life was the end of the biggest episode, Prince City Podcast 2021. How do you feel about that?
It doesn't surprise me. I mean, I'm pretty popular. People want to know. People want the dirt.
Damn. That was as cocky as I've ever heard Jace be right there. And I like it.
Yeah. I want more of it.
Want more?
But yeah, that's the top 15 countdown, folks. Did anybody have any discrepancies there?
Well, I think since we have everyone, and I already said what my favorite one was, Kelly and Matthew, what's your favorite one we've done so far?
Good. You got one, Cuts? Because I got to think on that one.
Yeah. I actually have two. I know you said one, but I'll make it quick. So one was the ghost stories one, where we all told ghost stories around Halloween time. Then another favorite one was the Christmas one, where we all told Christmas stories, but especially the Halloween one, because I always like hearing that story of Mark's. I swear to God, I've heard it before, but every time he tells it, it's fucking creepy. The ghost story Mark has. So I think that was really one that stood out in my head.
So I want to add on to what Kelly's thinking. I want to add on to Mark's ghost story there. I'm going to tell you something right now that's really fucked up. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh God, it's Kelly. Oh, you say that, and then Kelly shows up on my screen. I couldn't have agreed anymore.
So the other day I was flying from Pittsburgh to Denver. I still have my bag. My bags are still fucking lost. I don't know what the fuck my bags are. I was watching movie previews on a TV on United Airlines, and I fell asleep. And 3 hours later, I woke up, and we were landing in Pittsburgh, or Denver, and I had somebody else's plane tickets in my fucking pocket. A guy I'd never heard of ever before. It's beyond fucking weird.
That's super weird.
Yeah,
Fucking
it
time.
is.
Like I don't know this fucking guy. I don't know anything about him. I know nothing. Two guys. One guy's named Slade. The other guy's named something else. But I do not know these people at all. At fucking all. I talked to a couple people before we boarded the flight, but we weren't like buddies or anything like that. So it's bizarre as fuck that I woke up and I have 2 plane tickets from 2 people that I don't fucking know in my pocket right now.
Well, Pat, I would say this is you think it's and it is, but you think it's bizarre for you to have found them, or for you to have had them. Imagine being that guy and having someone tell you Patrick Cutler has your tickets. And he's like, that fucking weirdo who put the voodoo spell on the chick? And you're like, how creepy would that be to be that guy?
It's bad. I'm gonna tell.
Which pocket were they in? Like, were you sitting in
my
aisle? Were you in the middle?
I was on. So the people where I was by, they're really fucking cool. Really fucking cool people. They're like, hey, do you mind sitting on the window seat? I was like, yeah, because I fucking love the window seat. I want the window every time. They're really fucking cool. And after I sat there, I was like, okay, cool. And I watched these movie trailers on my fucking TV, and they were great. I wanted to watch every fucking movie. It was so fucking great. And I woke up 3 hours later, which is crazy. I don't sleep on planes that often. I woke up 3 hours later, and the movie trailers were still playing, and I had tickets in my pocket. They were not mine.
That is so weird.
That is super weird. Did you have your tickets still, or were they like?
I have my tickets still, and I hit my connection to Denver, from Denver to Missoula, but my bags are still lost. They've lost my fucking bags. They're gone. I have no idea where they're at.
So wouldn't it be weird if the people had your bags or something like that?
Oh yeah, definitely.
They probably do.
I'm thinking the only logical thing is like the guy sitting behind you is like, hey, look, this guy's sleeping. I'm going to stick my tickets in his pocket. But why the fuck would you do that?
Yeah, good joke, man. That guy's funny. Let's get him on the podcast.
And we got him.
Oh,
Like,
He's going to be freaked out for the rest of his life.
there's no real
It's
logical way
working.
to do it unless they're trying to like hide their tracks for some reason, which is still, it's not like, I don't know. It's airlines will definitely be able to be like, yeah, they were on this flight. It's not like they need to, I don't know. That's so weird.
Well, and a lot of things you had paper tickets.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
they were okay. A lot of people do it off their phone, which is I guess standard now, but like to have paper tickets, that's not like the most common thing nowadays, because everything's paperless. Even though I still do that, so I don't fucking lose them. Sticking them in some random person's pocket.
So you don't lose.
Yeah.
Well, going along with Pat's story, I was just trying to think of the episodes that I've liked the most, and I've liked most of them, equally. But the quantum jumping one we did recently, I really fucking like that because it got super deep and weird, and it made me think for a long time afterwards. I'm still thinking about that type of stuff, and I said in this new year I'm going to quantum jump into a new life, and so far so good. We'll just say that, Mahoney.
Hey, breaking news. Guess who's at Steve-O tonight?
Who?
Marianne.
Steve Owens.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my God.
He's in Great Falls tonight. He went up to Great Falls.
He had a date with Marianne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably into that shit.
She'll give it up for free. We all know that.
Hey, we're talking about Marianne Hanson, you prick.
hey. Oops.
With that, can we round the cattle here?
I think that's definitely a place that we should probably find an end mark. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That was a good list, Pat. You surprised me with a number of the ones.
Yeah, that was fun.
No, and I want to say this. I know the plane ticket might spark people a little bit, and they thought all that stuff or whatever. So looking back on 2021 with the podcast, everything it's been a great show. I really appreciate you guys. I really do. Except for one thing I'm gonna tell you right now. I know that this has been in cliffhanger the entire show, and I don't mean to end everybody on a cliffhanger. I don't want anybody to not sleep tonight, but with the voodoo love spells. There was an episode on that, and it was great. I reached out to psychics, and I just asked them 5 questions. Ask me 5 questions. We'll tell you yes or no. And the end of 2021, it was about those questions. Out of the 5 questions, 3 of 3 have hit 100% correct. It's just the last 2. They were bizarre as fuck. But 3 of 3 questions to the psychics have been 100% correct. So if you think your fucking Pizza Hut schedule is bigger than fucking the biggest movie in history, you fucking queer bag.
Oh, didn't miss much, did I?
Hey, but please, thanks for coming on, man. We appreciate it.
Yeah,
We appreciate you, man.
I don't know why I continue to do this. Truly,
I often wonder, but I'm glad you do.
Yeah, Jace Feldy, last words before you fucking die. I'm just kidding.
You put a voodoo spell on me too? God damn. I don't have any last word. I don't even know what to say. I don't know. Yeah.
Hey, the psychist told me Jace Feldy's gonna suck the biggest fucking cock you can
Well, she
imagine.
was right. Make that 4 out of 4. 100% right.
4 out of 4.
I actually think that the 3 out of 3, it's actually less accurate on Patrick's scale because it was only 100%, not 110%. Like everything else he does.
Yeah, all sports bet 110% right. Not even close.
Hey, for my last question was like, will I get vengeance on the Enigma finally? They're like 100% yes.
Vengeance on Enigma.
I like how you had 5 questions to use and you wasted one on that. That was one of the 5 questions to use.
Hey, the psychic has no clue what he's talking about. Will I get vengeance on Enigma? She's like, yes.
You can hear her shake the magic 8-ball in the background.
I'll say, yes.
Ask again later.
It is possible. All right. Well, should we round those nightmares?
Let's round those fucking horses. It's been a fucked up show. So, God damn it. Let me go to Jace Feldy first. Let's go.
What?
Struggling there.
Second time around, Jace.
Huh?
What's your final fucking statement?
What's your last monologue? Make it a good one.
Oh shit. No, I actually enjoy doing these shows, so it'd be awesome if you guys asked me some more. Especially because I helped the ratings. But no, I did. It was a lot of fun, these shows, so I hope to be on some more in the future.
Keyword was a lot of fun for you.
I was just saying,
that the keyword was.
Yeah, after it gets canceled.
It didn't go very well.
Jace, how do you feel about being on the most viewed podcast of this series ever? How do you feel about that?
Well, it's really not about how I feel about being on it. It's how I feel if it wasn't the number 1 viewed. I feel like it goes down. I'm not surprised.
So I'm gonna put it down there though. We put Jace Feldy's sex life on the episode. Are you okay with that?
Well, I mean, if I wasn't, is it going to change anything? I mean, it's already done. So yeah, I guess I'm okay with it. Just like I'm okay with the sex ad that you put on without even telling me.
Hey, Jace, that podcast we did 8 months ago, are you okay with that?
Yeah, exactly. Yes, Pat, I'm okay with that.
All right, Matt Freeze, your last words here tonight.
Well, I guess my last words would be this. I want to just take a moment to publicly officially apologize to Patrick for ruining his life with my Pizza Hut schedule. I feel terrible about it. I'm glad that maybe one day we'll be able to get behind this. I know we're not there yet. Clearly, we are not there yet, but I'm going to keep working, buddy.
As soon as you are, there's Enigma 2 is going to come out. They're just waiting for Pat to get over it.
Man, almost 20 years later. It's about time, Freeze. It's about time.
Yep. It's a big step forward for me. So there you go.
Right.
That was very nice, Freeze.
Mahomes, your final statement tonight.
That was great, man. I had no idea what to expect coming into this episode. Mark Anthony, I know you're listening, and I would have had you higher because you're an interesting fella, and I appreciate your support. I know you're one of the 3 or 4 that keeps us alive, and it's good fun. It's good fun. Thanks for Freeze and Jace for coming on, and Jace, you're such a good sport about being in a targeted sex ad over social media.
I was waiting for the cops to come pounding on my door.
Yeah, you're a much better sport than I think most of us would have been in that situation. No, it's good stuff. Good list, Pat. You always keep us on our toes.
All right.
He mutes himself. There you go.
Matt, your final statement tonight, my good friend.
Yeah, great top 15 there, Pat, and the honorable mentions. I think there's a lot out there that is worth seeing. You know, Mark Anthony, whatever the hell your name is, and Tony Savala. I'm gonna have to plan a night where I can sit down and watch the Tony Savala episode and get my infinite wisdom for the rest of my life. Thank you very much, Jesus Christ.
All right, yeah, and thank you for that, Matt. We're gonna go with Kelly, the final statement of the 2021 Presidency podcast. Whatever you want to call it. Let's go.
I think it's awesome. You know, we just started this last year, and everyone out there, I've said it before about like theater or making films or whatnot. Just, you know, if you want to do something, just start it. Doesn't matter how good it is or if anybody even fucking watches or listens, just go out there and do it, you know, because if you're not doing it for yourself, not to sound cliche, but really, if you're not doing it for yourself in the first place, then you're never going to be happy with the product or whatever you're putting out there. So I'm glad that we can come on here with friends and bullshit and kind of show them a little behind the curtains. I mean, very little behind the curtains if we know each other, you know, but they get to see like how we interact and how our comedy is and shit like that. So anybody out there that wants to start a podcast or make a movie or whatever, just fucking do it. Just pick up your cell phone, just fucking do it. And don't worry about the outcome because the process is really more fun than anything. You know, the building part of it is more fun than anything.
Yeah, I totally agree. This has been my funnest podcast I've ever done in my life. Honestly, it's been a lot of fun. At the end of the day, yeah, you know what? I raped. I'm just kidding.
There it is. I was wondering if we were going to make the show without that. There it was.
I thought it was going to be another Enigma comment, almost for sure.
But the truth is, I pushed elements in my life only to push this podcast so much, and I tried to fuck a hooker on online in a chat, and Feldy knows that, and then you know, I push things to a degree that you probably wouldn't push things, but it was a lot of fun. I love the podcast. I love you guys, and fuck you.